Hey, I know you're upset about Reese and Jessica.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
I can't imagine how you feel.
That's sweet. But I really don't think anyone can get inside my head right now, you know?
I understand.
Charity, you were right about, some people are meant for each other and some people just aren't, you know? I understand that and I accept that. I just hope others can too. Come on in. Hi.
Okay, Charity. How you guys doing? Still down for a Christmas wedding?
Counting the days.
Try minutes.
If you guys need any help pulling things together, I've got a pretty light course load this semester, so...
Thanks a lot, but, I think we've got everything under control.
Not so fast. John here is a writer, a poet.
Oh.
You're embarrassing me.
Don't be modest.
No, I really loved that poem that you let me read.
Maybe John could help us with our vows.
That sounds like a great idea. Charity and I both wanted to do our own. The only problem is we don't have any idea where to start.
I might have just a thing. A website I've run across for occasions just like this.
Cool.
Okay, mind if I use your laptop?
Go ahead.
Thanks.
I'm gonna get John some juice.
I'm coming with you.
Okay.
John, I wouldn't waste your time looking up sample vows for those two.
Why not?
Because Charity and Miguel aren't going to get married. That's why.
So this is Christmas. What have you done?
Hey, Chad. May I have a cup of coffee?
Here you go. And this one's on me.
Well, thank you, but why?
This is for bailing me and Whitney out in front of Simone.
Oh, please don't mention it. Guess I'm just a hopeless romantic at heart.
Lucky for us. But me and Whitney don't want you to get the wrong idea. We wouldn't like anything more but to be upfront with Simone and her folks about our relationship.
So what's stopping you?
You name it. It's in our way. Bottom line is, Whitney just wants to prove to her folks that she can win on and off the court.
That big loss the other morning certainly didn't help.
That's the understatement of the year. Now we have to be patient and hope Simone doesn't figure out anything before...
Figure what out?
Okay. So do you have any questions about the sonogram that we just scheduled?
No, I don't. Dr. Russell, thank you. I think you've spelled everything out pretty clearly.
Is something wrong? Because you've been very quiet since Ethan left for his interview with the employment agency.
I'm fine.
Gwen, I'm your physician. If something's worrying you, you should tell me. Anxiety's not good for you, and it's not good for the baby you're carrying.
I don't know. I just feel so off-kilter, and I don't know why. All of my dreams are coming true. Ethan and I are finally getting married. We're having a baby. And yet I just...
So is this about his job search?
I guess so. Did you see the way he reacted when I told him we could use my money to get a place?
Honey, he's a man. They just have mountains of pride.
Okay, but what if he doesn't find anything?
But why shouldn't he? He's an intelligent, well-educated man. I think any law firm would be thrilled to have him.
Not necessarily. I remember last time when he was looking for a job, the Cranes had him blacklisted.
Well, that was some time ago. Why would Alistair or Julian want to stand in his way now?
Yeah, you're probably right. Especially now that he's marrying me instead of Teresa, they will probably look upon him more favorably. Yeah, I bet he can get any job he wants.
You forbid me to find Ethan a job?
You heard me, Mr. Eubanks.
Why? He's obviously a very skilled attorney. He graduated the top of his class from one of the top law schools in the country. His hiring would be a coup for any legal firm in New England.
I said no job.
Perhaps you don't understand, Mrs. Crane. I don't answer to you. I have my own business. I'm my own boss. I'm certainly not going to refuse help to a more than qualified candidate.
Perhaps you don't understand, Mr. Eubanks. This is the mortgage on your home. You do live at 1078 Elmcrest Drive, do you not?
Yes, but...
Well, maybe you didn't realize that just this morning, Crane Industries bought out all the mortgages to East Coast Bank, your former mortgage holder. I hope you have some place you can move to by the end of the week.
Are you saying...
That I'll have your home foreclosed if you don't do what I say? Yes, Mr. Eubanks. That's exactly what I'm saying. We'll also be evicting your mistress from her condo. Ooh, I hate to think what your wife would have to say when she hears that part.
This is outrageous.
You think about what I said while I take this call, okay? Yes, Trish?
Mr. Winthrop is here to see you, Mrs. Crane.
Just give me a second and then send him right in, please. Goodbye, Mr. Eubanks. I know you'll do what's best for your loved ones.
But...
Out. This way. Now, go.
Ethan, please come in.
So, how you liking the new office? I love the view from that window.
I can see why. You know, I think of you at that desk every time I sit down at it.
Well, that's another life. But pretty soon, I should have a new desk and a new office.
Really? Why?
I have an appointment with one of those big-name headhunter guys in a few minutes. His office is right here in this building.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
Oh, so do I. I just know you're going to end up with the job of your dreams.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Teresa, thank you for the vote of confidence, but I better make tracks. I don't want to be late for the interview.
Well, thanks for stopping by. It means a lot to me to see a friendly face around here.
Oh, don't tell me they're not being nice to you.
Well, it isn't that blatant. I think it's just tough for some of the longtime Crane employees to take me seriously. I think they assume that I don't really know what I'm doing, which between you and me isn't that far off from the truth.
Teresa, don't put yourself down. You have great instincts.
Maybe. But I could sure use someone with more expertise to advise me, you know, like you.
We talked about this, and it wouldn't be a good idea if we worked together.
Oh, I know. I didn't mean to put any pressure on you. It slipped out.
Okay, it's okay. Sell yourself short. You know, if you stand firm in what you believe, you'll be fine.
I'll do that, Ethan. Oh, hey, good luck with that headhunter guy.
Thanks.
It's only a matter of time before I have Ethan right where I want him.
What were you talking about, Chad? Well, Chad and I were just discussing a big surprise he's got brewing for you.
Really?
love surprises.
Well, then you're just gonna have to be patient and wait until Christmas.
Oh, okay. I guess I can wait till then.
Do you two mind if I join you?
We'd love to, wouldn't we, Sugar Bear?
Sure, Dad. I'll help Chad get the coffee.
Take this table. You know what, Liz? I am so glad that we ran into you. Just really can't believe how Whitney blew that match the other morning.
Oh, I know. But, TC, I'm not sure how I can help.
Well, maybe you can't, but I see how well you get along with my little girls, and you just might be the ticket.
I'm lost.
Any chance you spending some time with my daughters? Maybe be a mentor to them.
Well, TC, I am very flattered by that, but I'm not so sure. What am I saying? I would be delighted to spend as much time as I can with your daughters.
What did you say?
You heard me. Don't waste your time looking up wedding vows for Miguel and Charity because they're not getting married. Trust me.
Why would you say a thing like that? They're obviously madly in love.
Oh, that's what you think. But see, it's all just a really great act. At least on Miguel's part.
You've got to be kidding me. Just the way the guy looks at her.
It's exactly how he looks at other girls, John. I know Miguel better than anyone. He does not love Charity enough to marry her.
So, did you find anything on the web that can help us with our vows, John?
Not yet. But I know there's a great site.
Well, I hope so. I mean, if we're gonna be ready by Christmas, we've got a lot to do. You know, I still can't believe that I'm about to start a new life with the woman I love.
Miguel, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's, Oh, no, we're late to meet Father Lonigan, aren't we?
Oh, yes, we are. Okay, we gotta go.
All right. Hey, we'll catch you later. Thanks, John.
Okay. Why are they going to see Father Lonigan?
I have to do this stupid pre-Cana thing the church makes you do before you get married. If you ask me, it's totally lame.
Pre-Cana?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of it.
Well, it's like where the priest talks to you. It's premarital counseling. They want to talk to you about the kind of life you're going to lead, or... It's boring.
I don't get it. If Miguel's the womanizer you claim him to be, why would he spend the time to talk to a priest with Charity?
It's all part of the act. John, trust me, he does not love Charity enough to stay faithful to her, married or not. Mark my words.
I sure hope you're wrong, because Charity is so sweet. I mean, she deserves to be with someone who loves her with his whole heart and soul.
Oh, someone like you?
No, Kate, will you stop talking like this? Charity belongs with Miguel and he with her. Sure, I like her, but he met her first.
Yeah, and I met Miguel first. Charity just popped into his life a few years ago. And you know what? If I were you, I'd stick close to her. Because she'll need someone to console her when Miguel shows his true colors.
That's not gonna happen.
Wanna bet? If Miguel's so hot to trot to do this pre-Cana thing, why'd he forget the little pamphlet they need for the session?
He was in a hurry. I mean, no problem. I'll run it by the church.
No, let me, actually. You can come if you'd like.
I don't want to barge in.
John, if you like Charity as much as I think you do, you're gonna want to be there for her when she needs you. Which could be today.
All right, I'm gonna come. But just to keep an eye on you.
Hello?
Hello, Eve.
Hey, sweetheart, what a pleasant surprise.
Well, you know, I couldn't help but overhear you talking to Liz about having her keep an eye on the girls.
Well, who better? I mean, she's already met Whitney and Simone, and they seem to trust her. And you know how kids these days don't want to confide in their parents.
Really? Huh. I guess some kids, but I've never noticed that to be a problem with our girls.
Well, sweetheart, I have, and Whitney hasn't been herself lately.
Oh, TC, just because of the tennis match.
Honey, it's not just that. I mean, lately, Whitney used to always be at home reading and studying, and I can't even get 10 minutes with her after dinner. And I think something's up. And Liz might be able to find out what it is.
Honey, I mean, you're just dragging Liz into a...
Liz, listen, if we're asking too much, just say so, okay? But to be perfectly honest with you, I kind of feel like you're like family in a way, you know what I mean?
TC, that is so thoughtful of you. And you know what? I feel the same way.
Well, hey, then it's settled.
Here's your coffee, Daddy. Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey.
Thanks, Sugar Bear.
Thank you.
We were just talking about you and your sister. I wonder where she was the night before that big match. She says that she was out walking, but I wonder if there is a boy involved.
Be right there. Just checking on your decision, Mr. Eubanks.
You drive a hard bargain, Mrs. Crane.
I'll take that as a yes, then. Good choice, Mr. Eubanks.
Gosh, you sound like such a cutthroat on the phone.
When you want something bad enough, Whitney, you got to be willing to do anything to get it.
Your secretary said I could come right in. I'm Ethan Winthrop.
Have a seat, Mr. Winthrop.
Thank you.
I've looked over your resume.
There's only one thing I didn't include. I am planning to get married in a few days, and my wife-to-be and I are expecting a child.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I only mention it to explain the urgency in my job search. On the phone, you mentioned a position, heading up the legal department in that big multimedia center downtown.
I'm afraid that's not going to work out after all.
Why not? You said I was the perfect candidate. What could possibly have changed from this morning till now? That's not funny.
Do either one of you know where your sister was that night?
Well,
I can't say that I do, Coach Russell.
Well, I didn't think so. Just thought I would ask.
Yes, excuse me.
I need to go make a phone call, so... Yeah.
See, sweetheart, you see what I mean? I mean, something is definitely going on with our daughter. You know, maybe Liz can find out what it is and we can help her.
No, I'm Whitney's mother, TC, and if there's anything bothering her, I can get to the bottom of it.
Well, sweetheart, I'm sure you want to, but neither one of us is doing a great job.
Hey, Chad. I cannot thank you enough for agreeing to do the music for our wedding on such short notice.
Don't mention it. I mean, Ethan's my man.
And you know, we trust you completely, but there are just one or two things I want to make sure that we include, okay?
All right, it's your wedding. I didn't realize it was going to be such a big event.
You know, it was so hard to cut it down. But Ethan and I just have so many people in our lives we want to include. And besides, I'm only going to do this once, and I want to make sure it's perfect.
I just didn't realize Ethan was kind of uptight about expenses.
I know, but that was before he got this interview with the top headhunter in New England. And I have a good feeling about it. I just know that he's going to walk away with a fabulous job, and we will be able to afford this wedding of our dreams.
Wait, one minute. I'm the perfect candidate for this job, and now I'm not. What's the story here?
If you'll calm down, Mr. Winthrop. This happens all the time. The position I thought you were in line for went to someone within the company. I just found out a while ago. I'm very sorry.
So am I. Well, what else do you have?
Nothing at the moment. But I will keep your resume on file.
No, I need a little better than on file with a baby on the way.
I understand. At the moment, there's simply nothing out there for an attorney of your caliber. Look, I'll certainly keep you in mind when and if something suitable comes across my desk.
Look, I can't believe I'm saying this right now, but things are very, very tight for me. And I would appreciate if I could be considered for just about anything in the legal field. Even if you feel I'm overqualified. And with a salary, I can be flexible under the circumstances.
I understand, Mr. Winthrop. As I said, I'll keep you in mind. Thanks for coming by.
Who are you talking to on the phone?
Don't ask questions you don't want to hear the answers to, Whit.
I do want to hear. You sounded like such a shark with whomever you were speaking.
I told you. I am a shark when it comes to getting the things that I want.
Oh, so it is about Ethan. Okay, fine. Tell me what you're up to now.
Just trying to save the man that I love from making the biggest mistake of his life.
I already don't like the sound of this.
Why on earth not, Whitney? You know what it's like to be in love and then have everything backfire on you? Ethan was going to propose to me when Gwen announced that she was pregnant, and then my whole life was derailed. All I'm doing is trying to get Ethan back on the right track. And if it means that I have to play a little dirty, so be it.
Yes, that is your style, but it's not mine.
Well, maybe you should think about changing your style. Remember the future you saw for yourself the night of the green fog?
Chad married to Simone, yes.
And you were keeping yourself warm at night with tennis trophies? Well, I remember my terrible destiny, too. The one where Ethan didn't realize that we were meant to be together until he was dying. I'm doing the only thing that I can do, Whitney. Helping fate do what it was supposed to do in the first place.
And how many children do you plan on having?
4. 2 girls and...
2 boys.
2 boys.
And where do you see yourselves 10 years from now?
Well, hopefully I'll nab a decent job when I graduate from college.
I would like to be a full-time mother. Maybe I'll have time for some community volunteer work.
I know that would really make you happy.
Yeah.
It seems as if the two of you have talked a lot about these issues already.
Well, of course. Miguel and I talk everything through.
That's good to hear. Honesty is as important as fidelity in building the foundation of a solid marriage. I'll be more than happy to marry the two of you, though my schedule is becoming quite full. It seems that this Christmas season is a popular choice for anyone wanting to celebrate the sacrament of matrimony. This will be a particularly joyous season in Harmony.
That's what you think, Father.
I found a parking space. What are you doing?
Shh. I can't hear what they're saying.
A marriage is only as strong as its foundation.
Well, we know that, Father. We're completely honest with one another.
Do you agree with Charity's perceptions on that issue, Miguel?
Yeah, of course. You know, I believe that couples should always tell each other the truth.
Then let me ask you, both of you, are there any secrets you are keeping from one another?
Oh, my God, Kay. I thought I was making love to Charity.
Get away from the door, Kay. This is personal, between Charity Miguel and their priest.
Well, I know Miguel doesn't have any secrets that he keeps from me, because he would have told me if he did.
You have a wonderful, trusting heart, Charity.
What about confession?
Confession?
Yeah, you know, it's been a while since I've gone, and, you know, I've heard that people usually go to confession before they get married.
Only if they feel the need? Are you asking me if you can make a confession?
Yes, Father. You know, whenever you get the chance.
There's something I have to attend to in the rectory first, if you don't mind waiting a few moments.
Not at all. I'll meet you there.
For the last time, Kay, leave those two alone.
I don't see why we have to drag Liz into private family matters.
Sweetheart, I'm not dragging her into anything. I'm just asking her to look out for our girls, that's all. I mean, be like a big sister to them. I mean, I'm really, really concerned about Whitney. And Simone, she's got a lot on her plate. I mean, with her new boyfriend and all, and I would just feel better if there was someone that we trusted and that we knew. Sweetheart, is there a reason why you don't like Liz?
No, of course not.
Baby, then give her a chance. I'm sure that we'll both be pleasantly surprised. Sweetheart, hold on, I'll be right back.
Don't worry, Eve. I won't turn my nieces against their mom. Not by too much.
Ethan, hi. How'd it go? Were you offered the salary that you wanted at the new job?
Actually, no. It didn't pan out. But I'm expecting some other good leads any day now.
Okay, great. I mean, I thought you were way overqualified for the multimedia position anyway.
Yeah, as long as he gets a job that pays him decently. I mean, what with this wedding you guys are having?
What are you talking about?
Gwen just gave me the music request for the ceremony and the reception. It's just big bucks, man. I mean, but it's worth it.
Well, this has over 200 guests.
Sweetie, I know, but you would not believe the hard time I had cutting this list down. I mean, remember, for our original wedding, we were going to invite 450 people. This is bare bones. This is a lot of people I cannot say no to.
Could we talk in private for a minute?
Sure, excuse us, Jen.
Honey, even if I started a new job tomorrow, I cannot afford what you have planned there.
Sweetheart, I know. It's okay. It's not a problem. I mean, it's the bride's family's responsibility anyway, and my father will be happy to pick up the tab.
No, I'm not going to let him foot the whole thing.
Okay, then just pay him back after you've been at work for a while. No problem. Don't make a problem when there isn't one. Okay? So, I'm glad that's all settled.
Well, I sure hope you know what you're doing this time.
I do. I'm positive that Ethan's gonna come back to me one way or another.
How can you possibly be so sure?
I have my ways. I made certain that Ethan won't have any other choice.
You better leave my daughters alone. Well, now, that is going to be pretty hard when your husband has just asked me to keep a close eye on them. TC is so persuasive. How could I possibly say no to a man like that? Eve, he is some catch. You really stepped up in the world when you married him. I am warning you, you had better keep your hands off my husband, off my daughters, off my whole family. I am your family, sis.
Hey, baby, I'm back.
Do you see, I am not comfortable with Liz playing this big sister role with our daughters. I mean, even if she were going to be around for a while, it might be a different story, but...
Liz is leaving Harmony? She never told me.
Well, she hasn't told me directly, but I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? She only came here to see Antonio and Sheridan. So I'm sure that she'll just stay through their wedding, and then she'll have to go back to her little island. And I don't want the girls getting attached to somebody that's only going to be in town for a little while.
Eve, is that your real problem with Liz? Or is there something else going on that I don't know about?
Hey, Gwen, this is in the back of your wedding folder.
Oh, my goodness, thank you. I was wondering where this was. Ethan, I was checking out nursery schools today for the baby, and it is amazing how you need to plan for your child's education before they're even born.
They want that much for a nursery school? I mean, I thought that's enough for a year at college.
I know it's expensive, but it's where Ethan and I both went when we were little, and we want our baby to have the same advantages that we did.
Now, God only knows you're the queen of schemes, but I don't think there's any plan that can stop Ethan from marrying a pregnant Gwen. Mine will. You know, if you really want things to progress with Chad, then you've got to get a little more down and dirty, like I have. Teresa, I don't want to break my father's and my sister's hearts.
But see, that's what I'm talking about, Whitney. You got to get over being squeamish and just go for it. I mean, if you think that Chad is worth it.
Chad's worth everything.
Well, then quit playing the nice girl and pursue your goal using every available means. You know, I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of people not ending up with the right partners. I mean, Luis belongs with Sheridan, you belong with Chad, I belong with Ethan. At this point, the only two people I know who are doing all right are Miguel and Charity. Thank God for that, at least. What is your problem, John?
My problem is that I don't believe in butting my nose in other people's personal business.
I already knew you were a dork, but you know what? You just proved it.
Get away from the door.
Okay. Fine. I have something else to do anyway. So here, you hang on to that and give it to Charity when she comes out. Hey.
John, what are you doing now?
You left this at the Bennett's.
Oh.
Thought you might need it.
Thanks.
Okay, well, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. I'm sure John will keep me company if you don't mind.
I'd be glad to.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been about 2 months since my last confession. I've taken pleasure in things that I shouldn't have. Thank you for not telling Charity about me making love to Kay. It was the biggest mistake of my life.
Mistake. That's all I am to you.
Kay?
I should tell Father Lonigan that I gave my virginity to somebody who just used me. I sacrificed something so special and important to me to someone who just took it and ran.
It wasn't like that.
Yes, it was.
Well, that sounds like it's coming from the confessional.
What's going on?
I don't know. It can't be Miguel. I mean, it sounds like someone's confessing something very serious.
Sweetheart, I get the feeling that you're anxious for Liz to leave Harmony.
Okay, honey. We have just recently met Liz. And you have invited her into our home and into our family as if she is a trusted relative.
Sweetheart, I know she's not a family member in a formal sense, but, I mean, the first time I met this lady, I got a really good vibe about her. I mean, I really feel connected to her. Maybe it's because she understands me. She understands the girls, you. I mean, don't you think so?
I don't know.
Well, honey, the girls have told me how they felt about her. They seem to trust her. They seem to like her. And I think that she'll be a wonderful influence on the girls while she's here. You know, if you ask me, I hope she stays here forever.
Maybe I will. Or maybe I'll just stay long enough to repay Eve for all the pain and suffering she put me through all those years ago.
Ah, I almost forgot. I have table settings to order. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye.
You're looking a little green around the gills, man.
Does it show? Don't get me wrong, Chad. I mean, I want every advantage that life has to offer for my baby. You know, the best education, travel, comfortable home to grow up in.
It's the money, ain't it?
I just don't know where I'm going to get it. I mean, Gwen, she's not used to ever having to worry about the cost of anything. I don't even have a job.
Not even a nibble?
Well, that interview with that headhunter was a bust, but I did get one offer.
Well, then jump on it. I mean, you can't be picky about salary right now.
It's not about the salary. That's not why I turned it down.
What, no benefits?
Nope, benefits are the best in the business.
Then what am I missing? I mean, is the job in Timbuktu or something?
It's in Harmony. Crane Industries. Right under Teresa.
Oh.
Hello?
How'd it go, Mr. Eubanks? What did you tell Ethan?
As much as I hated it, I told him there were no available positions. He left here quite dispirited.
Excellent. If you're ever in the market for a home equity loan, you know my number.
Yes, Mrs. Crane. I know your number.
Ethan was raised a Crane, so he knows how important money is. He'll come around sooner or later, and when he does, he'll be working for me. Just wait till Gwen hears that. She might be so mad that she might call off the wedding. And wouldn't that be a crying shame? To me.
You and I and our baby will have a fantastic life in Alaska.
Really?
You've hurt me more than I've ever been hurt in my entire life.
I thought that I was making love to Charity. I didn't know that I was having sex with you.